Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a good wherever you are. Welcome to Websites for Beginners with me, JP, and we're looking at the FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions widget from ElementsKit for Elementor. I think one of the questions I often ask myself, why do I need this element? The answer is you probably don't. You can create everything from scratch. But the great thing about these elements is that they combine many other elements into one cohesive element with easy styling solutions, cutting the work you would have done if you created it from scratch by 50-80%, so much easier. This is what a FAQ section is. One note, this is not an accordion FAQ section. You know accordions, right? The one that you click and it opens up and it shows you more text. This is very different idea. This is text, and the text at the top is highlighted or contained within some border with background, and then you have an answer below it. It's a very straightforward FAQ section, but for me, I think a great way. Let's jump into Elementor. One thing I want to say, I do think if I can recommend people when they create a website, a section that they do need on their website is an FAQ section. It's something I used to think of that was a little bit redundant, but I've realized on many sites that I've worked lately that if you can anticipate or you have a database of questions that people regularly ask and you can put that in an FAQ section, you really help reduce unnecessary support questions and you help people just quicker to that sale or the information they want. Something like shipping, if you have an e-commerce store, put your shipping policy there. Tell them where you ship to whom you don't ship. You don't want to say on your landing page, your home page, that we only ship to this state in this province. But if you put that in FAQ, do you ship everywhere? And you say, unfortunately, we only ship into this province or we only supply to this town or this city, then people are okay with it. Your information is readily available. Enough yakety yak. And let's search for the widget. It's called the FAQ. And you can see it gives us an image accordion, and an FAQ, because accordion is mostly used for an FAQ to free up a little bit of space. I do like this simple one, this very basic FAQ a lot. Click, hold, and drag and drop it, and we get an FAQ section already ready for you. So how does it work? You have each question as an item on the left. And then when you select it, you're going to see it gives you two fields, one for your question area and the second one for the content. Really? That's it. That's really it. And if you want to add more, I'll just go ahead and click on duplicate. But because you're not duplicating any settings, it's just that to content, you can go ahead and click on add item. And again, it's going to give you, it seems it gives me a next question, how to change my photo from admin dashboard. That's almost it. And you have the option here to switch on whether you want your FAQ to be formatted and found as the FAQ schema. Never know how to pronounce this word. And you can activate it here. If you do have a very powerful FAQ section and it's important, I highly recommend you turn this one on. We'll leave it off for now. And that means all that is left for us to do for the FAQ section is to style it. So let's try and make it look a little bit more correct for my website. I'll use these dark colors up here. We have title, which is the question area, and then we have the content, which is my answer area. The first thing I'll do for my background is where I'll start, and I'll click on my eyedropper, and I'll grab this color here. And then for my title color, I will go for a lighter color. So let's grab and I'll select it. It only gives me this dark color. Why? Let's choose this one over here. There we go. And now you will see we have that. Typography, let's increase the size a little bit. Okay. And the rest I think is fine. And then select border. And we can have a border. We have content padding. We have content margin. Container margin. So good, we have all the different margins. So if we go to the content margin, I'll uncheck it, and then at the bottom I will increase the space. So you see we're adding more space here at the bottom. At the top, I'm going to reduce that so it's a little bit closer to the top. And one of the things I think that I like what ElementsKit did with theirs is to maybe create columns. So you can create 2 columns with your Flexbox or the grid, and you put it in either. And then when you are done, you simply publish and you go have a look on the front end. And this is a very good page about us where you will have a FAQ section, maybe about your team. And then at the bottom, we just add a heading for a FAQ section. That's what the FAQ element for Elementor from ElementsKit is all about. That was a mouthful. For more videos like this, subscribe. Remember to like to keep us encouraged. From me, JP, here at Websites for Beginners. See you in the next one.